This is Mekus with the Continence Club, and this video is a special one, and it's all about your current situation. And the reason why it's a special video is because this is what this channel is all about, your current situation. I'm going to get straight to the point. Your current situation is a situation that you don't want to be in right now, that you might have been dealing with for weeks, months, and even years. It's the reason why you're watching this content, why you want to make a change. It's because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this video is going to expose your current situation for what it is and give you a new perspective on how to look at it in order to change it. Because that's what this channel is all about, controlling your mind to go from your current situation to your desired situation. And that's what I help you do. And so I'm going to start off by this video by addressing your current situation, obviously, and what it's all about. And the truth is that your current situation is the literal projection. So this situation that you're in right now, right? You might have ended your relationship, or your boyfriend or girlfriend might have broken up with you. You know, you might have lost your job, right? Your car might have got towed. You might have had unpaid bills. You might be an addict, right? And depression. You might be depressed. These are things that you don't need to be ashamed about. It's okay. I go through things. You go through things. We all go through things. And the privilege that we have here today, especially after learning this content from this video, it's that you have the privilege to change, right? And your current situation that you're dealing with, right? Even if it's outside of what I just, listed here, it's literally a projection of your internal state. And it's not the cause, it's the effect, right? It's crazy because I would used to think, and I'm sure you do as well, that your current situation, that it's what it is what it is. It's what happened, and it's that it's the cause, right? But the truth is, everything is the effect of yourself, and your ability to control your mind is the reason you're in your current situation. So essentially, it's a hard pill for me to swallow at first whenever I heard this, and it might be for you, but the ability to control your mind is not that great in the instance in your current situation. I know it was for me as well. That was the case. I just didn't really have the ability, the self-awareness, right, to really control my mind and get out of my current situation. And so the truth is that your current situation, you need to understand that reality is a mirror. So your current situation is a mirror projecting what you have accepted within, right? So everything is being reflected from your internal state onto the outer, you see? And so in this case, your current situation, again, additional things, you might be unemployed, right? You might be having bad health, sickness, right? You might be a beggar. You might be worrying so much. You might be depressed, right? Like I just mentioned, you might be down all the time. You might be turning to vices, turning to these things. And the truth of the matter is, this is part of your self-concept. These things that happen to you aren't happening to you. It's not happening against you, although it might seem like that. A lot of these things, there's a seed inside of you. There's something about you that you can change in order to change and get rid of these out of your current situation. And so these limiting beliefs that you might have, we're going to talk about it today, because these limiting beliefs are a big reason why you're stuck in your current situation. And so you might be telling yourself or telling people like me or around you, this is just how things are, right? Your current situation, this is just what it is. I just need external proof or signs before I change anything. Oh, look at that person over there. They got lucky. It's everyone's fault. It's the government's fault. It's the news's fault. It's the economy. Oh, no, wait. It's the school system's fault. That bully's fault. It's my back pain, my neck pain. All of these things are holding me back. These are probably different ways that you're talking to yourself and communicating with other people as it relates to your current situation. And there's something I'm going to tell you right now. This is the reason why you're in your current situation. It's because your energy grows where your attention goes. So if your attention is going on these limiting beliefs here, that's where your energy is going to grow, and it's going to project as your current situation. So if you keep putting your attention, energy, and focus on what you lack, the things that you hate about your current situation, and the fact that you feel like you can't change and you feel like a victim, guess what? You're going to stay where you're at. And that's the reason why many people stay the same throughout the rest of their lives, because they never change perspective on things. And that's why I had to add this additional perspective here. This is how things appear, but not how it shall remain. This is how you need to talk to yourself when you're in your current situation. You need to always assume the best case scenario and move in accordance. That's literally how you need to operate if you want to get out of your current situation. I know this from personal experience, and don't even take it from me. Take it from successful people in society. Successful people understand this. Successful people take control of their situation. They don't play the victim. They don't point fingers. Look at anybody that's successful today. They'll literally tell you the same thing. And this is how you need to apply this concept to your life, just like successful people do, to get yourself out of your current situation. Whenever those successful people were at rock bottom, right, and nothing was going well for them, they only use that as a means to change their perceptions on their current situations to get themselves out of it. They started becoming that person that they needed to be, waking up on time, right? Eating properly, sleeping properly, starting that business, right? Submitting that job application. Whatever it is that they needed to do, they did it because they changed their concept of self. They didn't remain in their current situation and blame the circumstances at hand. They took full accountability, and that's what's going to set you apart. And that's what's already setting you apart. You're watching this video up to this point because your attention is great. All of these things is what's going to lead you to success. Your focus and your attention, your perception. So if you continue to focus on what you see, you will only create more of the same, like I just explained. And once you control your mind and feel what is not yet visible, then your current situation must shift, right? Your current situation has to shift because your current situation is only the reflection of your subconscious mind, your internal state, and the subconscious mind controls 90 to 95% of all your experiences, circumstances, situations. You could even say how lucky you are or whatever it is, and it's all a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So essentially, you're not meant to react to your current situation. You're meant to create. Let me say that again. You are not meant to react. You are meant to create because you are a creator. You were created in God's image, and our God in heaven is a creator, right? And you're an image of him. So it's time to be proactive and not reactive. And this is what will separate you, right? Whenever you're proactive, you're saying things like, I am loved, right? Whenever you're proactive, you're saying things like, I have everything that I need. When you're proactive, you're saying that I'm whole, that I'm provided for, because essentially you are. You came into this world with everything, right? And you can have whatever it is that you want, but you just have to control your mind and understand where you're at right now. A lot of times, your current situation, these things that are happening to you is the best thing that's going to happen to you. Why? And it sounds crazy, but it's going to propel you and push you to that next level. It's going to push you over to that gap and get you over to your desired situation, right? And yeah, although your current situation contradicts your claims in the beginning, although it contradicts claims like, let's say, oh, I'm loved, but I'm in a abusive relationship, right? Let's say, oh, I have everything that I need, but I have, I don't really have food on the table. I have unpaid bills. I have things going on, and you don't feel whole. Yeah, although your current situation contradicts your claim in the beginning, control your mind and persist in your knowing. I know times are hard right now. I know you might not be able to get things in control. I know your household might be in disorder, right? I know your family relationships might not be great, but you just have to persist in your knowing, even though your current situation isn't reflecting that. You have to stay true to the process because over time it will become true. And I say it in my videos, it doesn't matter what is true, only what you think is true, because over time it will become true. I say that all the time in my videos. So all you have to do is remain loyal to your unseen vision. Remain loyal to that desired situation, right? No need to plan too hard or figure out precisely how it's going to happen to get out your current situation, right? But you will. Have an idea though. Know where you're headed, set an intention, right? But understand that, let God take care of it. Let God take care of the majority, because once you set your intention, you live from the end and you do things to get yourself closer to that goal, and you don't, obviously plan too hard or do anything too hard or chase, then you're going to be able to allow it to come into your reality instead of forcing it into your reality, right? Because think about that girlfriend or that man or that woman that you're interested in, right? Haven't you noticed that whenever you're chasing after them so much, they seem to get turned off and you repel them? The same applies, to your desired situation, right? So, this is how you need to operate from your current situation. And just some takeaways for you today is the way to manage your current situation overall is through the law of assumption, which I talk about in multiple videos, living from the end. So essentially, feel yourself as who you want to be, ignore the doubt and delay. Like I said, you're telling yourself that you're loved, that you have everything that you need, that you're whole and that you're provided for, but your current situation isn't reflecting that. I know that. But you need to ignore this. You need to ignore the doubt and delay, because over time, you're going to get what you are saying, right? You are going to get it. It's just a matter of being patient. And you have to replace what you see with the opposite. So everything going on in your current situation, replace it with the opposite within, right? Assume within that that what you're seeing is the opposite in your current situation, and the shift is going to happen. You see, there's nothing that the external world can do to hold you back. There's nothing anybody else in this external world can do to hold you back. Yeah, of course, there might be some things here and there that you feel like are holding you back that people might actually physically do and things like that. But the truth is, opportunity is everywhere. And the truth is that you're really the one in control at the end of the day, especially if you have inner conviction, right? You're ultimately in power, and there's nobody that can take that away from you. It's your birthright, right? That you can create the life that you want, right? Once you control your mind. So when you assume with faith, your current situation will rapidly change. It's all about just staying faithful, staying true to the process, becoming a proactive person and not a reactive person. This is the formula. And this is the current situation that you live in, exposed. And now you have a blueprint, and you now understand what your current situation is and how you need to approach it in order to leave it and get to your desired situation. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the other side. And until next time.